We're going to learn how to crochet a snail. Ring starter. First loop hook 6 short needles. It's all the same way of starting the needle. Six pins in the second circle. Okay, go ahead. Needles need to be added for the third circle. The way to add a needle is a short needle. 1 plus the needle. The fourth circle is 2 short needles and 1 plus needle. Complete these 2 turns of needle addition by yourself. Take a look at the part where the needle Continue is added. Stand up the
Here
needle.
we go.
We're going to crochet 3 loops of uncut stitches. 3 laps in total. Self-crochet. 3 laps of short needles. We're going completed. To crochet 2 loops of reduced stitches. The crocheting rule of the first circle of reduced needles is 2 short needles, a reduced needle. Okay. Then the second circle is a short needle and a reduced needle. Self-crochet. Okay. 2 laps of needle reductions are completed. Keep going down. We're going to crochet down 6 loops. Unabated short needles. Hook 6 turns. Self-crochet. Take a look. 6 turns of short needles without reduction then we hook down a circle of reducing needles. The crocheting rule is for short needles and 1 reduced needle. For short needles, then start reducing needles. When everyone you hooks. Need to put a little cotton in this one. End of needle reduction. Now there are 10 stitches in total. Continue to stand up the needle. Repeat crochet 5 turns. A short needle corresponds to a hook and a short needle. Good to crochet 5 loops by yourself. Less. Take a look at the 5 circles of short needles that are not added. Continue to crochet the same short stitch 5 more times, no less. Then change to the green line. Self-crochet 5 loops. Okay, let's take a look at the 5 circles of short needles that are not added or Here reduced. We have to change the line in advance. Last stitch. Let's take a look here. We unwound it. Then crochet, and the 2 coils underneath it. The needle goes in here. Take out the color line you want to change. And then we hooked it. Replace its original line. The original thread is directly drawn. Then the normal hook lead needle. Tension, a standing needle. When we hook, put this line. Wrap it with a few stitches. Same as next. 10 short needles that are still not added or reduced. Keep repeating. Cut the extra thread for it. Keep using the green line. Crocheted short needles without reduction. Do 15 laps. Unabated short needles. Self-crochet. Attention, this tail. At the beginning of this piece, There is no need to stuff cotton in the back part. Take a look at my 15 rounds of unreduced short needles here. And I've put a little marker here, hooked 10 laps, probably marked. If you just forget the number of laps, it can also work. Mark the marker buckle on the side, then here to here for 10 laps. This is 5 laps. Then we continue to hook for another 10 laps. The short needles that are not added or reduced come out. 10 laps completed. That's one effect. We continue to complete the last 5 laps. It started with 15 laps, then 10 laps plus 5 laps. That's 30 rows in total. This short needle, green thread. Be careful not to forget. You can count by yourself. Self-crochet 5 loops. Take a look here, the last 5 laps are done. Then there are 30 rows in total. The green unabated short needle is over. After the promotion, disconnect directly. Pull the thread over. Put it in. Stuff it in. Then take the mark off. Clean it up. What about the effect after we get it out? It looks like this. Can you roll it yourself? Take a look at such an effect. A little snail. Then let's learn now. The crochet of one of its tentacles. Keep pulling out the beige thread. Drag over the wire. Same circular pinch. Drag over the wire. First lap. Still hooked 6 short needles. Six good. Short needle. Take out your finger and pinch the thread to tighten it. At the position of the first needle. Hook a lead pin. Tension, a standing needle. The crocheting method of the second short needle plus needle. 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. Okay, merge with first pin pull. Tension, stand up needle. Now there are a total of 9 stitches on it. Next crochet to loops. 9 short needles without reduction. Self crochet. Okay, 2 laps of short needles done. Continue to stand a standing needle. We're going to crochet less stitches in the next lap. The rule is 1 short needle and 1 reduced needle. Continue a short needle. A reduced needle. Repeat, finish the loop. 1 short needle and 1 reduced needle. Okay, continue to stand up the needle. Crocheting down. Unabated short needles. A total of 6 loops were crocheted. 6 laps hooked complete. A pull needle. Disconnect directly. Then we hide its thread inside. Stuff it in. Take a little tentacle is done. We follow this method. Complete another tentacle. Take a look. Both tentacles are complete. Then we next glue it up. Just stick a strip of glue directly in the center of it. Let's stick it piece by piece first. Take a look at this effect after sticking. Okay. Then we go ahead and glue its tentacles to it as well. Take a look. This is the front of it. The tentacles are on both sides above it. After finding the location, just glue it on. After sticking, it is such an effect. Take a look. We found the right location. Put its eyes on it. Then sew its mouth out. The threads are all treated the same. Take a look. Take a look. The little snail is over. It's done. We're going to learn how to crochet little dinosaurs. Take out the green line. Ring starter. First loop hook 6 short needles. Stand up needle. Remember to mark the buckle. Okay, one pull with the first hook. Merge, tighten. Continue to stand up the needle. Start the second lap. The rule of the second circle is still 6 needles. 2 short needles per pin hook. Self crochet. Second lap completed. Proceed to the third lap. Stand up a needle. The rule of the third circle is 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. One short needle and 1 plus needle. Okay, lap 3 is complete. Proceed to the fourth lap. The crochet pattern of the fourth circle becomes to short stitches. 1 plus needle. Self crochet. Okay. Fourth lap over. Start lap 5. Stand up a needle. Round 5. We take a short needle. Add a needle and come out. And then in the middle here, we hook 7 short needles. Then hook 1 and add a needle. Okay, when we're done, we'll repeat 3 more sets. 1 short needle, 1 plus needle, 3 sets. A short needle, 1 plus needle. And okay, over here, continue to finish. 7 short needles, 1 plus needle. Okay, the last needle, 1 plus needle. And when it was done, it looked the like first lead. Stand up a needle. And then the next lap. We hook a circle of short needles without reduction. There are 30 short needles in total. Crochet. Take a look. We finished lap 6. Start lap 7. For the 7th lap, we started with 12 short green stitches. Then 6 middle hooks and needles are added. Then go over here and hook 12 short needles. Okay, don't forget it. Self-crochet. Okay, then. We continue to crochet 5 circles of short needles without reduction. 5 laps in total. Let's crochet it ourselves. Okay, 5 turns of short needles without reduction are completed. Continue to the next lap. The next crochet is 12 stitches. Then 6 subtractive needles, 12 more short needles. Okay, let's hook 12 short needles here first. Here are 12 short needles. We started crocheting minus needle stitches. Reduction is to combine 2 needles Let's into look again at the crochet method with reduced stitches. We pick the outer half of the next needle. Then pick the inner half of the next needle. Good needle. Hook short needle. Combine the 2 needles into 1 needle to use. That's how you reduce the needles. So, there are a total of 6 reduced needles in the middle. To hook 12 short needles. Complete the lap. Okay, after this round, take a look at a shape like this. Then we started hooking in again. Unabated short needles. Self-crochet. After significantly shrinking, we stuffed a little stuffed cotton in it. And crochet again. Next lap, our rule of crocheting and reducing needles is hook a short needle first. Then a reduced needle. The middle is a hook with 7 short needles. Needle. Okay, let's repeat for 3 more sets. 1 short needle and 1 reduced needle. There are 3 sets in total. Okay, the rest. It is a hook with 7 short needles. Then a reduced needle. Self-crochet. Continue to the next lap. I had to hook another circle to reduce the needle. The rule of needle reduction is 2 short needles and 1 needle reduction. Self-crochet. The needle reduction circle then crochet is down a circle. Unabated short needles. A circle of short needles. Here we're going to start crocheting the body parts of the little dinosaur. And then we're going to start adding needles in this circle. The rule of adding needles is 2 short needles and 1 adding needle. 1 or 2. Okay, add needle to the 3rd needle. Do it yourself. Okay, the first circle of needles we crochet down to loops of unabated short stitches. 2 laps. 2 laps of short needles. Next completed. We crochet down another circle and add needles. What about the crocheting pattern of this circle? It becomes 3 short needles and 1 plus needle. The 4th needle is hooked and needled. Okay, do it yourself. Take a look at our circle and add needles. Then we continue to stand up the needle. And then down, we crochet the same short stitches 5 more times. 1 needle corresponds to the hook 5 and turns without adding needle or reducing the hook. Do it yourself. Take a look. 5 turns of short needles without reduction are completed. We're going to start crocheting down in sequence. What about the crocheting rule of the first circle of needle reduction? It is 3 short needles and 1 reduced needle. Down is 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. Then a short needle and a reduced needle. Then it's all needle reduction. Here's how to reduce needles. We pick the outer half of the next needle. Then pick the inner half of the next needle. Okay. Then drag it over normally. Hook short stitches and combine the 2 stitches into 1 stitch for use. Okay, let's crochet. These laps of needle Don't forget to stuff the cotton. We can also stuff the cotton and then crochet it. Take a look here. Last lap done. Disconnect. Leave a little thread. Same steps. We use stitches. Shut it up. Take a look. So what about the body parts of our little dinosaur? It's done. Okay. And let's go ahead and crochet its tail now. Put it aside. The tail is hooked the same way. Hook 6 short needles. Okay. 6 short needles to complete the coil. Hooks and needles every turn. Then the second lap. We are directly 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. Next to short needles, 1 plus needle. Then down there are 3 short needles and 1 plus needle. Okay, everyone first complete these 3 circles of adding needles. Take a look. 3 turns of needles are completed. Continue down and crochet to more loops. Unabated short needles. Okay. Self-crochet. 2 circles of unreduced done. Short needles. Disconnect directly. Where's our little tail? It's done. Okay. Put it aside as a backup. And down below, we started crocheting the horns off its back. And the horns are crocheted the same way. Starter. The first lap is still 6 short needles. Then hook the second turn. The rule of the second circle is 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. Okay, pull, tighten. And then 1 last lap. Third lap. We hook a circle of short needles without reduction. Then just pull the broken wire directly. Pull, tighten. Then disconnect. Take a look. Like this. 1 corner is done. We need to hook for more. Come out with such a corner. We will cut the thread in the middle directly. Just leave a little bit and stuff it in. Hook out the remaining 4 corners by yourself. And what about the dinosaur hand? It's crocheted the same way as an elephant's hand. It takes 3 hooks in total. 6 short needles. Crochet this yourself. Let's learn now the crochet method of its belly. Belly to lock the needle. Attention, everyone. Drag over the wire. For lock pins standing here. Okay, then hook back 3 short needles. 2, 3. Okay, this last stitch inside, we hooked a short needle. 2 more short needles. Turn this way. 1, 2. So let's just go down. A short needle. The first one here. It's our last stitch. Hook a needle. That's 2 short needles. 1 or 2. To find the position of the first short needle, here is AV. Take a look, and then we hook a lead needle into the needle. Tension. Okay, then we stand up with the needle. Start the second lap. Second circle first needle. Let's hook 1 first and add a needle. 2. Okay, then there is a needle hook in the middle and a short needle. Then come here and we hook 3 plus needles. That's where the corner is. 1. 2. 3. Continue this way. Hook a short needle. Hook 2 more and add needles. 1, 2. Okay, lap 2 is complete. Find the first stitch Merge positioning. Continue to stand a standing needle. Start the third lap. And then the third lap begins. First hook a short needle and add a needle. The middle part is still a short needle. And then came to the corner here. We hooked 3 sets. 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. Short needle. Add needle. Short needle. Okay, continue to the middle position. Another short needle. And then to the last 4 stitches here. We hook 2 more sets. 1 short needle and 1 plus needle. Okay, done. Find the destination of the first needle and drag it over. Hook a lead pin. You can take out this little dinosaur yourself. Compare. Take a look at its belly. Need another lap here. Stand up a needle. And here. First hook 2 short needles and add 1 needle. Okay, a short needle. And then it goes to the big corner part here. We hooked 3 sets. 2 short needles and 1 plus needle. Okay, middle part. We continue to hook a short needle. Then it's still the same hook here. 2 groups, 2 short needles and 1 plus needle. Okay, directly hook the lead needle with the first needle. Merge. Tighten the broken wire. Then put the thread. Put it on the back of this belly. And let's take down the yellow line. Put this sew it out with small patterns. Take the next bar. About 20 centimeters is enough. Leave a little thread. It looks good. After sewing, we give the thread like behind it. I'll glue it later. Cut it short. Put it aside and keep it as a spare. Then sew out its hands first. Take a look. Dinah's hands looked like this. In total, 6 short needles. It's crocheted the same way as the elephant hand, but one more lap than that. You crochet this. I1T explained. Then we started to assemble. Let's glue its belly and tail first. Stick to a piece. Okay. After gluing, glue its tail to it as well. Sticky. A little cotton in it first. After finding it, the position of the center. Like this. Then the hand just is the same. Glue it. See if it's symmetrical. And the feet are the same. Glue it on one by one. According to its rear center position. Just stick it directly. Take a look at the position of the back midline. Here's the first one. Okay, keep going down. Make sure it's in a straight line. And the last one. This is glued. Then we put its eyes on it too. Position your eyes a little back. This one has a screw rod. Find the location of the symmetry point here. Okay, then use our black line. Sew it a little smiley face. Dinosaur mouths can be slightly larger. Okay, and then we put it through. Threads are handled in the same way. Take a look. Little dinosaur. It's done.